I feel like I have nobody to talk to. Got up in the morning, took a shot, it's a rock. Girl, you left my stomach in a knot. Took my lighter and you burned the bridge. Thought you was a writer, no, you're just an idol. You got me feeling like Big Sean in this 5, 4, 3, 2. I deserve a minute, wait a minute. Gotta get up and over, regain my composure. No longer my lover, finally finished and you did it. Girl, you really showed me, think with your heart, don't think with your body, clever. Sorry not sorry, sorry not Justin Timberlake, write me a river. Lately I be having conversations with myself cause I feel like I have nobody to talk to. I be having conversations with myself cause I feel like I have nobody to turn to. Everything was green light, now we got the red. Could've had somebody else, chose you instead. I be having conversations with myself cause I feel like I have nobody to talk to. You tried to convince me it was all in my head, and I felt like it's not you, it's me instead. Hey, I wanted to rock with you, roll with you. Said you was my baby girl, then you left me too. Everything was kosher, perfect like a poster. Then I got word that you wanna leave a picture. Off with somebody else, off with the jerk. With the shame on me, I really thought that it could work. Off with somebody else, off with the loser. Shame on me, I really thought we had a... Lately I be having conversations with myself cause I feel like I have nobody to talk to. I be having conversations with myself cause I feel like I have nobody to turn to. Everything was green light, now we got the red. Could've had somebody else, chose you instead. I be having conversations with myself cause I feel like I have nobody to talk to. Everything was green light, now we got the red. Could've had somebody else, chose you instead. Okay. Yeah, lately I be having conversations with myself cause I feel like I have nobody to talk to. I be having
Check. Manners and respect, and we are here. Share this show. I just want to say good evening to each and everybody who had a magnificent Culturama, who went out and spent some money, who went just try and keep the Culturama alive during the last weekend or whatever. And as we enter into a new week of, the normal shit that's happening. So, how are you, man?
You sound a little choppy, you know. Hope it's not my internet and my side, guy. You like to give me internet what? But me good, you know. How was your past 2 weeks, man? I went on a little excursion with Reese, you know. Two of them really. I mean, we went go watch some boxing one night. The Phoebe called me and give me some word soon as the boxing finish. And the other day we also went by some bridge and eat some food, you know, and had some drinks. And
Nice.
we got another thing this weekend too, because this weekend I think it's the St. Kitts Nevis Association in Central Florida is having an activity, and we're going to support our friend Loretta. You understand? So she gonna have a event this Saturday. Hope everybody who is in the Orlando area come out and have a good time, man. The place has been hot, but we gonna try to get you.
Well, for me,
Yeah, go ahead.
it had the Caribbean Festival in Edmonton. Unfortunately, I couldn't take any bookings because I was requested last minute. So I deal with Jason. The feedback on the mic is awful. Is my feedback awful, Alan, right now?
Me hear you clear. Me hear you good. I'm not sure. Maybe somebody else can get to wave and say what them are here. But me hear you clear.
Okay. So I was booked out in the city doing just random corporate jobs or whatever. But I had one or two parties in a Caribbean party, and this weekend will be the Carry Fest for Calgary, the city that I'm in.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm fully booked. I'll be on the road.
Oh, she say something better now. Yeah, yeah. In the
Oh,
start, it been choppy, but everything's smooth out now, man.
yeah, I'll be on the road, you know what I mean? Parading, I'll be playing, you know what I mean? Doing my thing. Then later in the night, I'll be having a soca party called Pure.
Mm-hmm.
Then, well, let me start the Friday first. Friday, I have Young Brother, so we go kick off the weekend for the Curry Fest. That's the Curry Fest after party. And Saturday, I'll be on the road in the morning, so it's more like a juvie kind of thing, but you're gonna be wearing costume and you know what I mean, on the road for like an hour or two.
Okay.
And in in the night, I'll be having me and a friend of mine will be having a soca party called Pure. And the Sunday, me and the next friend of mine will be having Egyptian passing through for the after party. That's Sunday. So my weekend is very jam packed for sure.
Oh, y- you know, so okay. I like a last weekend. You say you not really had no time. Okay, book out and on. So you was going to events.
I only attend to the event that I played the Friday.
Oh, because sometimes I just wanna ask you like how it is going to events. Me not even know if you got time to go to events outside
I go to
or when you're playing.
I go to I go to events depending on how my booking works. So like for instance, if I book downtown, downtown party shut off like 2 o'clock. So if you go to the hall party then shut off 3, 4 o'clock. So make a 1 hour play with to support a man party. If I'm not booked in the night and I'm booked in the day, I'm going to a man party in the day. So me gonna book a table. Me gonna book a table early up. You know what I mean? Knowing how my schedule run. So me time me book a table, I'm not even show up, but me support a man even if I'm not there.
So as a DJ, is it important for you to hear other artists? Like go to shows and them thing there?
Yes, because people watch and see if you attend, if you people around here watch and see if you support. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And if you don't support, they ain't gonna look for you whatsoever. And plus, you know what I mean? Knowing the fact that I come from a small island, you know, people gonna watch me even closer too.
Well, you don't tell them support for support. So if you do anything else, then gonna give you what. We're gonna say good night to Reese. Reese is joining us because the first half of the show we're gonna be dealing with like Culturama, a little Culturama wrap up. We want to talk a little bit about Byron Messiah and them type of things and music things. So Reese gonna have a take in those regards. So good night,
Yeah, man.
Reese.
Blessings, greetings to everybody. Jason song like he superstar. I got to go Canada go out to Jason because Jason the book table and our show. And if that guy and then I could take the table for Jason. And I mean, Papa, Alan was saying, everybody doing.
Me go, me good for the most part. I was telling them me and you
Mm,
had a couple excursions recently when we
no,
went
yeah,
for
yeah,
the
yeah, and then
the boxing and went to look a little food, you know.
yeah. Start out. But this weekend again, we are on the road again. We got
Mm-hmm.
two events. No, don't forget this weekend we got two events. We got the
All
one
right.
day and the one in the night. Yeah. We be on the road. Tanya, big up yourself. Bless good evening to you, Tanya. To everybody out there, the top family, big up ourselves. Pleasure being here. Whenever you're ready, kick it off the ball. Let's roll.
Really and truly, I got some kind of little big ups to deal with first of all, but one of them gonna lead out into Culturama, and one of them is somebody who me like a big up to.
Oh,
Um,
Alexis?
there's gonna be the 18th annual Nevis DC Honors Banquet. Okay, this is gonna be in
Mm-hmm.
Washington DC. And this year they're gonna be honoring one of the show favorites, Llewellyn Sunshine Keynes. They're also gonna be honoring Cleo Hanley Walters and Randy Jeffers. You understand? And
I like
anytime I
that. I
could
like
get a chance to big up Sunshine, I gonna take the chance to big up Sunshine. I don't care. He could have been I get that honor from anywhere. Sunshine
uh,
needs to get big up.
that
We,
is
we want the road going leading down to Sunshine to be Llewellyn Sunshine Keynes Avenue, road, street, whatever. Sunshine need to get the props. And
totally agree.
I also see him. He had Neil Long down at Sunshine's this week. Man, I wish I could have been in Mavis. Sunshine, just big up to you.
Big up, big up.
Bless up to Sunshine every time. Yeah, I wanted to start off with that. And really and truly, I might got a couple more big ups, but we're gonna deal with
Um,
that. Another one
hold
I
on.
wanted to give. Oh, you wanna say something?
No, yeah, but big up really, maybe big up really a role in the culture. So if yours don't roll it, maybe him for sure.
Okay,
So, yeah, we go.
go.
Well, one of the big ones, not only of this show, but of the entire network is Adele. And we're going to take some time to give Adele belated birthday greetings from all of us here, network. I mean, Adele birthday would have been over the weekend. I'm a queen, farmer culture queen, so we're not going to act like Adele is not need as far as she is. So, wherever you are,
And
Adele
there is a Leo
belated birthday
too.
blessings from all of us over here at Real Table Network. Adele, big up. What you
And there
mean?
is a Leo.
Oh, yeah, man. You got, oh, man, yeah, yeah. You know me, like, with the support for support. Adel there every week. Pick up to Adel.
And then big
Hopefully,
up yourself. I didn't know you were a Leo.
wherever she enjoying herself. Farmer queen. So, getting straight into the culture drama business. Jason, want to get into the culture drama business?
We go dive right in, you know. Me ready for anything, you know.
Yeah.
Um. Oh yeah. One other thing I wanted to say. It has been extremely hot. I must echo the sentiments of the premier from the American perspective. Jason, I don't know what is the temperature in Canada, but I saw what 120 degrees look like. Because when it's 120 degrees, you see it with your eyeball. You could see the heat that come down. So I see the sun rays and I see 120 degrees. It's been regularly in the teens. And one of the reasons why I say
Um,
that is when I hear a lot of people say talented teens should start 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Y'all have to understand 4 o'clock in the afternoon is 105 degrees. Good luck if you want to try it. I feel like the show could be streamlined in other ways that could make it a shorter production without having to do it at that type of time. But that was a little observation I wanted to make. The heat in Nevis, the premier now said, boy, it's hot.
Yeah, the players are, this Orlando heat is ridiculous. And
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't feel rotisserie chicken every time I walk outside.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It's serious,
it's
my bro.
yeah, that's ridiculous for real. So so you want to start with talented teeth? Tell you?
Listen, whatever observations y'all could get off. Really and truly, as I tell you, one of me big up was gonna lead into it in that I wanted to big up Randy Jeffers on um his show, his Queen show. And I wanna specifically big up and point out some certain things that I observed about Randy's Queen show, which is
Okay,
why
well
he
let's
deserves a
start
big
there.
up.
Let's
And which is
start there.
why he's showing me credentials, and which is why he should be utilized, in my opinion. It's just my opinion. when you're looking at Randy Queen show, it's not just that you seeing the girl come on stage. There is graphics introducing this is Miss St. Martin. And the graphics stay in so that even if like you stepped away or you were just joining, you come on and you immediately know, okay, this is Miss St. Vincent, and she evening wear, she doing she talent or whatever it is. Them type of things there. That goes into production. And I would have heard Dissel Hamilton speak about production. And I feel like he had an influence too, but I saw very good production. I saw Randy have more sponsors than Culturama. Randy had 13 sponsors for his show. And he don't go with the formula of just having a sponsor for a girl. He just looks sponsors. You understand? It's something to think about going forward, I think. I think really and truly, if a lady could have multiple sponsors, I feel like it's better when we look at that what's going on. But that's just my thing. Um, Another thing from the production aspect, you would have seen multiple angles of the ladies, so that no matter where they're stepping on the stage, if they're on the right hand side, you're seeing them. If they're on the left hand side, you're seeing them, and they're cutting back and forth, and it is seamless. So as I say, I just want to give Randy a special big up when you look at the quality of his show in comparison to the quality of a regular cultural show, in my estimation.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Still, I hear people say my mic echoing for y'all too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Check it out.
All right, let me sign out and jump back in.
Okay.
Yeah, jump back. Y'all got it.
Yeah, but Jason, you had anything want jump out to you about the cultural?
Um. yeah, Well, not much. I can't do what me see or what me watch too. You know
I,
what I mean? I seen people talking about certain things, but me not gonna complain so far. You know what I mean? All I could say right now is I hope all the guys with the incident what happened Juve Manning are good. You know what I mean? And I want to big up Nathaniel Nisbet for sure because situation could have been worse where it could been, you know what I mean? Where the tractor could have run off and go down the hill and knock down a lot more people, a lot of people, and he avoided that, you know what I mean, and just deal with the situation how he could.
um, I glad you mentioned that because when you're being say you know really had nothing, I believe you have a take on something. I would have seen a post by Nathaniel speaking about the incident, and I also would have heard some discourse on a radio station, and somebody who also operate heavy equipment, and they were giving their take. His post would have been saying that he had warned them that it wasn't a good idea to proceed like that because there was too much weight in the back. So he had feel like inevitably it would have been an issue, right? The person who called in said that if you are operating heavy equipment and you feel like it's gonna be an issue, you should not. You should refuse. What you think about that? How we going about that?
Um, almost about that. I mean, like there's certain safety measures you got.
Wow. Um,
Hey, Alan,
just
you can hear me now?
yeah, and you're so unclear, and you're coming just in time because Jason
Okay, yeah,
has left the building.
I'm back. Okay.
We were speaking about the incident that happened.
The incident that occurred. So
Yeah.
So with that, when you have a truck with them kind of speakers and also human weight as well, I think the start location was the wrong point. I think they should have started on the flat. I don't think they should have ever had to come down the hill. With that being
Mm-hmm.
said, the maneuver that the driver took of that tractor, that man saved a lot of people's life. I've seen a lot of people chastising him and say that he didn't know how to drive. I mean, I believe that. I think what he do was the right thing. I think he injured a few to save the lives of a lot. You know what I mean? And
Um,
I think he should be commended for that.
what I was saying no, what I was saying no, in terms of the trailer them, right? We all know the trailer them ain't gonna brakes, eh?
Mm-hmm.
The trailer them basically freewheel. You understand me? So these are certain things we gotta look at now in terms of if you know you're coming down a hill and all that stuff because when I look at the trucks them don't be burning a lot of brakes coming down the hill, especially for long jump.
Exactly.
So
Long jump is a thing, right? And especially like when you hit like the Churchgong Hill and you gotta come down there.
yeah,
Every
Mm-hmm.
time I see that, I say, "But I really look into right here because if a truck get away, no bullshit. If a truck get away on Churchgong Hill, and they got to make it close to down by where Stanley be, whatever in front there, you lick up. Everything ain't clean up. It's a scary
yeah.
sight.
So what needs to be done? Because if you look at these frontliner trucks, these rig trucks what we know about, you know what I mean? Like the trailer got brakes with them, they connect with the brakes. They also got some sort of connection with brakes. So when you hold brakes in front, the brakes behind the whole too, you
Yes.
know? And even down to the small trailers, them even to my truck, I got a trailer, you know what I mean? And I gotta make sure that I got brakes too.
Okay.
So
Um.
all of these are certain things we got to put into play for future wise. You know what I mean? Like lesson be learned. Yeah, you save a few. You know what I mean? But these are certain things now. Next time you got to put into place.
Um. Yeah. But Alan, we could step back just a little bit. I wanted to touch on the Randy situation, the Randy show.
Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead. Speak to me.
So I recently sent a message to Randy. Still haven't heard back from him, but I think that Randy show has outgrown Culturama. Me and you were speaking about this recently as well. Randy show has outgrown Culturama. And I think that Randy is in a position where he could almost have his own festival surrounding his show and actually
Yeah.
set it up in a way where they're gonna sell off major because this show is a big show. And imagine that you're having this show in the middle of summer. So you have islands like Barbados, Antigua, Anguilla that couldn't send nobody because they're in the middle of their festival as well. Imagine if you have that show on a weekend, a week when nothing are going on in the Caribbean.
A
That
fact.
could that show could be massive. So
Well,
it's a Jason.
Luis, I work with Randy. I work with Randy for a number of years. So like I know Randy already had put on a weekend of activities. So I won't be surprised if he try to do it again. But because I remember everybody bouncing back from the 2020.
No, 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 definitely. But
Yeah.
and one of the things that Alan pointed out though, Randy collecting his sponsors though. So whatever Randy is doing, whatever means he's using, he's connecting with not just the people, but also corporate sponsorship, and that is real good of him.
Listen,
Mm-hmm.
Reese. Randy had Carib as a sponsor, but I don't believe Randy had Sink It's Carib because when you look at the commercial where Randy had, it was like a Jamaica commercial. It was, and then he had Levi's commercial and all kind of thing. You understand? It was different things Randy dealing with. It wasn't the regular commercial. I don't even think Culturama had a Carib commercial, but he had
The thing
he
about
had
it
different
is,
he had different production.
the thing about it is, right? Randy is a guy who like to set example. So when you set example, you know what I mean? It make the ordinary people who supposed to be professionals look like dog shit. You get what I'm saying? Because guess what? You want something. You got to sell an experience, no matter what. And if you don't sell in the experience and keep on doing the same old, you know what I mean? Everybody gonna gravitate to the new experience eventually.
It's only one thing I didn't like about Randy show. At one point in time, there was a gentleman, and I think he put some cloth in the ear, and he was spinning on the cloth, and he was giving the young ladies the flowers. And you don't, that was a little too much. I feel like it was a little too much for me. But I see it. I see it. And
By
here is what the thing I would still give Randy in that he is attempting to create a spectacle. And I understand at least that part. I understand the showmanship. So even if it ain't for me, I could still see, well, by I
you
know
could see
what he
how it
was
fit
trying.
in.
I see what he was trying to do.
Yeah.
The only thing I was saying, there has to be a particular stage where a beautiful woman is on stage, and that's enough.
All right. So
A beautiful woman is on stage in she evening wear, that got to be enough. It got to be enough. Me no
And you
need see
see,
so
somebody.
and you see the next thing about Randy Shaw is time. Time is everything, eh?
Yes.
Yeah, Randy
so
is a time master. Eh? When it come to them thing there, like, yo, 9 o'clock is 9 o'clock, you know.
so let me tell you one thing that I heard though, and this is where you realize again Randy has outgrown Culturama. The the venue does not have enough space backstage for the number of performers that Randy has. So you had something like people sharing dressing rooms and stuff like that. Yeah, that's the only thing I don't like. And it's not his fault. The venue itself just ain't he outgrown that.
The venue is not adequate.
Not for Randy
Yeah.
show.
Yeah.
It could work for a Queen show with 3 and 4 people. But for the magnitude of what Randy have, the venue in the for it.
So they renovate the front and at the back.
But that way something
Man,
like
there was some kind of renovation done to it, but you gotta remember Randy Show is a massive show. It is at least 8 girls, and I think it has been more. Because sometimes he has gotten some participants sometimes from Barbados or Jamaica. It does vary year to year. So um it's just a big show.
no, Randy
Um
show Randy show's a massive show.
I wanted to ask her a question. I was listening Let's Talk just before we came on, and Webble and Minister Brand and Stanley and the Rastaman and the other guy. Let's Talk. They were discussing culture, okay?
Okay.
And they're saying we are straying away from the origin of culture. You understand? And they're saying it's being swallowed up and it's now becoming carnival. They're also saying it's too vulgar. Too much of walking up. I don't even care about the clothes what I got on. I got on half the clothes and I just walk up. I just a dry hump. Up to the other day, Rico came in the room and he said, "Man, they be dry humping in Juve morning." That he perspective of what is going on our culture.
Okay.
Um, I feel like people are misguided as to culture and culturama. And I don't feel like we're coming out and saying what we need to say with regards to culture rama. And you don't see it sometimes. And me gonna say what me gonna say. We make believe that Culturama is one thing, everybody is dealing with the same culture. Now, let me ask you a question. If an Asian division goes into Culturama, is their culture that they're practicing are the Culturama? Are the original Culturama? If Abby met them go and put on Abby clothes, isn't that kind of some kind of cultural appropriation? I feel like the strength of Culturama could be if you show off what is your actual culture. Meaning, if an Indian going to Culturama, they should exhibit their culture where they come from. I'm gonna constrain this a little bit. I would constrain it slightly, but you see where I'm coming from with what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If somebody, if a young lady, a Caucasian lady from North America goes into talented team or crucial for Culturama, and them start to put on madras, really? They was on the plantation? That been a them culture? No. Me no feel like you real. Me no feel like you real. And next thing what we're doing is we pretending that culture don't evolve. When you look at Nevis, Nevis is in the Caribbean, surrounded by all other countries. What do carnival? Culture is an exchange, you know. I see everybody at the carnival. I got people going UE. Got people going to other countries to take in the carnival. I don't feel like something going about.
Yep.
That whole culture work to me. So me feel like if we are going to keep Culturama cultural, we're gonna have to start to be real about what this culture is. What
So,
are your
the
views?
so the question is what is Nevis culture? Because
Exactly.
the thing about it is we have a tendency and we have an idea of what would have been back in the 1980s, 1970s, blah blah blah. But with that being said, a lot of what we consider our culture come from other places. So do we actually have a culture?
These are the questions
Do we
we
actually?
really have.
That's the question. Like, so we're saying it's straying away. What are we straying away from? And what are the origins of what we are straying away from? Because, for example, Macajumbi started in Nevis, Steel Banning started in Nevis, Nevis they met the banjo, so String Banning started in Nevis. So what started in Nevis to be culture? That is where the question will come in.
Calypso.
I was
Calypso no
thinking of
started in Nevis,
I was thinking of a project to do for next year, Culturama 50. And normally I would come on and say, listen, I could start it right now. But when I really start to think about this thing, I was like, no boy, that one you might be so good. So we're gonna speak off here about that one. Mm.
no,
But
okay, for example,
I feel like we
like,
go to a serious examination of the culture though, as you say, really.
right? So that is one of the issues. Even when we look at what, okay, a part of culture is also your foods, right? That's why we have food fair in Culturama.
Mm.
What is Nevis national dish?
Um, I wanna believe
Starfish and
it's
dumpling.
I
So
think
saltfish and
saltfish.
dumpling.
I think saltfish
Okay.
is involved.
Okay. Let's take a pin right there. Let's look and let's think about this. Saltfish is imported. The flour for your dumpling is imported. What is Nevis national food?
Um, tropical,
Huh? What is Nevis?
tropical shipping,
Oh,
tropical shipping.
so there we go. Then and that's what we have to look at. That's the truth.
Okay, so I'm seeing here the national dish is stewed saltfish with spicy plantain and coconut dumpling.
Okay, so like you said, tropical.
Mm-hmm.
That is where we are. So we have to look at what we're speaking about when we say it's strain. Because our culture is a melting pot of other cultures. And every Caribbean country would have been feeding from another Caribbean country, would have been feeding from a different, and that's just what it is.
I feel like our national dish should have been goat water, especially how I be do it. Cause I be goat water. Even if you when you give somebody that they don't understand what going on until they taste it and they say, "Boy, how I do this here?" We really got things that we could do, but it is what it is.
Right?
Saltfish and dumpling.
So,
Our
and
national
then
drink be.
I am not certain.
national drink is ham, I mean, you know, so, but that's what it is. So when we say restrain, I understand you want to say restrain, but we have to, if you're gonna look at it and as in its entirety, then that's a different conversation. You know,
Um, yeah, next thing I want to get to in the culture, I didn't see any live stream of Juve man. Um, there needs to be some kind of plan to counteract the weather because we gotta be understanding Culturama keeping hurricane season. Um, if it's perfect, no rain gonna fall. But life is not like that, and we all got certain kind of things. Big up to all the people because really and truly, I like that I'm seeing a lot of young people. I see some with cameras, some with their phone, but they would have videotape, they would have upload. So big up to everybody who was doing all of them type of things. Think I see one P Dog Entertainment. So y'all give me some glimpses of. Never mind. A lot of them will think it's people, and I only get to see Nevis people when they walk across the screen. But I see sun and all. So that was a good look. I feel like culture. You can't just getting beat by the street like I say all the time.
I guess so. I got a problem, and I agree with no live stream for culture. I'm a really for Junior Man, really and truly, and I'll tell you why.
Right.
Yeah, unless you're going to have your camera long jam, tongue empty.
Well, listen,
Majority of the people of country.
listen,
That's why I personally don't even believe in long jam no more. I believe everybody should
no,
start should jam in tongue.
listen. You and all have been converted. Wow,
Yeah,
wow,
everybody jamming tongue.
wow. All right, I feel you.
Yeah,
Um,
everybody jamming.
really and truly, Juve Manning. I was asked, they're gonna be a live stream, and I tell somebody, yeah, man, we gonna get to see a lot of the drone footage of the long jump, basically.
Hmm.
That's why I know Juve has become. Um, saying the next thing about tongue empty. Um, I I feel like this is the last time I ever say this because I listened to the premiere and I respect his position, and I feel like it's a fair position. Um, I have said, and I only say so because people tell me so.
This is the same truck now be behind a code behind the long jam this year.
They don't know nothing about that. They talking about the vendors. The vendors say that the long jam is killing them in a town. That's what them say. So I have been saying so because them say so. But the premier vibes is nobody are telling he so direct. Nobody are getting contact. You understand? Me only one man at all. Cause he even say, call into the show. Tell me what going on. If nobody are tell me what going on.
But
And he give some good alternative too. He said, I put a band on the bandstand. I put band in tongue. What else I could do? If the people don't want to ginger land, what else I could do? So I feel like
all
it's
they could
fair.
do all they could do is follow, get a truck and follow the band.
No, they got something else what they could do now. Don't go tongue next year. set up whoever else. If you
Okay,
feel like the bet is, if you feel like the bet is Hobart's Beach affair, for Hobart's Beach, go where you feel like the bet, go where you feel like the bet is.
but you
Hey,
know me
Alan,
also do not, Alan.
don't go to Hobart Beach of here. Don't start do that yet. Don't,
Oh,
don't go there yet. 'Cause I want to deal with that fast.
okay.
Yeah, don't
Alan,
go there yet.
you know me used to do no Juve man in time.
Well,
I used to got a stationary area and a mobile one.
I
So
believe that.
and guess what? Me not follow long jump because a drunk of people gonna be a follow long jump. Me a follow one the sink it's ban them. Sugar banana one of them. Nobody gonna think about one of them there.
Hold on there. Shanta is not what I believe, eh? I'm saying what he said. And I tell you what I believe, I tell you what he said. Um
I,
so all I'm saying is, and really and truly, you know what I'm Shanta? I believe him, and what he's saying is facts. None of the vendors calling him, none of them speaking up for them. So, he said he wanna hear from them. If there is some change need to be made, the vendors them at this point, all I seeing is the only option what they got is to determine well. Because he even makes some other points where really make it seem to he made some points which I must say confused me as to my role in Culturama. Cause he said people who are jam no really a buy from vendors. But he
Bullshit, bullshit,
at the same
bullshit.
point he was encouraging more people to jam. Which sound like he said he encouraged more people not to buy from the vendors. And then when you come into that now, I thought that make me a good kind of person. Cause me a come down and me not really a deal with the jamming part, but me a go buy the vendors them. Cause for me, Culturama is about food, you know. I like the fact that it's 2 o'clock in the morning and I could go down in the village and get a chicken and see some people. And vibes and cool out. Go down back home 3 o'clock, 3:30. Maybe somebody haul you. Maybe you haul them. Culturama is vibes.
Interesting.
Reese, you say you
No,
wanna
no.
talk about
Yeah, but, yeah,
Hobart Beach?
we're going to talk about a couple of things. So we're going to run through a couple of things quickly.
All right.
Um, the first thing I want to talk about is the panorama.
Okay.
The panorama. What did do the honor for Culturama 49 her name? Flamingo, right?
Flamingo. Flamingo.
Okay. So Flamingo is a Calypsonian who has won titles, correct?
Yeah, that song
Okay.
played throughout the Caribbean.
Okay. Right. So why was the test tune for Panorama not a song from Flamingo, but a song from this and that? If you thinking if he's your Culturama Patreon,
Cause
why do we use a song?
this and that gonna be the Patreon for next year. So
I get that, but so
he get early one.
it's
He get
not this
early
and that
one.
here. The test tune was supposed to be a song from Flamingo.
Okay. Let me give you the real secret. Um and let me say what nobody wanna say neither. Culturama 49 not happen, no? You know, Culturama 49 was just a test for Culturama 50.
Mm.
I
Why
would
were
have
you?
institute a rule that nobody could talk about Culturama 50 until Troop and Band. That's the first thing you could talk about Culturama 50. Can nobody been a really take on Culturama 49? That was a big mistake. And I was telling somebody. So I mean I just watch me fighting. And the
Mm.
UFC got numbered events. We coming up to UFC 300. UFC 300 gonna be big. But every UFC gonna be big. UFC 293 this weekend in
Yeah,
Boston
yeah, 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 yeah,
gonna be
yeah, yeah.
big. It's
Only massive.
always big. They never miss. You can really and truly for my part. This was a good opportunity to market Culturama. You can't just skip out pan culture and you can't just decide well Culturama gonna just be the big numbers. We're gonna do it big for 50 and 55 and 60. We want to 51 and 52 and 53 and
Okay, so
54.
that was the first thing. The second thing in Panorama, the idea in the head probably had sound good. It's 5 and 5
Mm-hmm.
idea. It's 5. But because you only have 5 pans, you don't have the full sound of a pan orchestra. Yeah? So even though these pan orchestras are playing songs that people know, they're missing so many parts because you only got 5 people. So this song them, yes, you may be able to follow it, but this song them don't sound good. And it's not because the players aren't good. It's because you got this limited band.
Julie, I would like to answer your question with regards to the jamming. When you look at the jamming, what has happened now? When you look at the jamming that occurred a couple of weeks ago, does that resemble the jamming where the I used to do in any manner? Or are we going too far? I just want to know from you. Tell me if we're going too far as a culture at this point in time. Go ahead, Reese. Go ahead with your things.
No, but you understand what you said? Because a 5 man band would never sing the same thing as a 20 man band, right?
Agreed.
Because then you have the opportunity to play a lot of different things. So that was the other issue that I had with the panorama. And then all right, so that was my thing. I got anything about panorama? Cause
I don't believe in Panorama. I was told by Mr. Willett, Mr. Ira Willett, our great benefactor, that the Panorama was a wonderful show and nobody attended. And I was like, man, I mean, that's one of the days when I just be catching up too. So I get it.
all right,
But I was told the event was very good. That's all I
all
know.
right. So here's another thing. Now let's talk about Soca Monarch.
Go ahead.
The Soca Monarch show was a good show. I enjoyed watching the Soca Monarch show.
Hmm.
Um, I also watched the Soca Monarch show in St. Vincent around the same time. And when the winner in St. Vincent, which was a guy by the name of Terra, the governor, he won. They bring a big check on stage and showed how much he made for winning. He made 80,000 EC dollars.
How much?
80
80,000.
G's.
880, comma 000. And then
AKA 30,000 US.
you realize that we don't have any we don't compensate our artists fairly at all. So my suggestion going forward into Culturama 50 is that all praises should be $50,000. You win
Unsustainable.
Soca Monarch 50. You win Queen Show 50. You win Calypso Show
Unsustainable.
50.
Unsustainable. Absolutely not. And Mr. Premier, let me just let you know you don't have the money, so don't study risk. I want to bring up another one.
No,
Just
no,
leave it out there.
we need to start taking care of our people.
I deal with this one like I deal with the lady who was injured. Couple weeks ago, I make an analogy, and I said, you gotta remember, if a politician, if somebody close to a politician get knocked down, we gonna get a full investigation. Eh? So that no show me nothing. When somebody regular get knocked down, and you show me your investigation, then that's what I know what Alan gonna get. That are the one what important to me. And as what we say, it can't just be Culturama 50 big. It need to be sustainable. You can't just give everybody 50,000. I looked at the numbers for Culturama. Oh my god. It's tough. I can't see how 50 gonna be in the picture.
You can't see 50 million in the picture.
No, not for everybody. Listen,
Well, all
um,
you do, give it for Culturama and skip double salary the same year.
Boy, boy, Jason.
so you know, you're gonna in a people pocket again.
Jason, me not going to do with you.
You're gonna in a, if Culturama is marketed correctly, millions can be made, and Soca Monarch can be 100,000. This Culturama 50 should not be less than 50,000. plane should come in for Culturama 50 like it's an election year.
Marlene, understand what I'm saying. Marlene, I appreciate you.
Man, I'm just gonna tell the organizer of Culturama something right now. Y'all are banking on Culturama 50. I'm gonna tell y'all something.
They behind the 8 ball already.
Right now, I hear the conversation what just went on and Let's Talk. And one thing I noted, I tell somebody we have broken the street. Them say, what you mean? I said, this is the first Culturama in the history of Culturama, and I've been here. This was the biggest Culturama in the history of Culturama. This is the first time.
Oh,
Since
bye.
then get back in. I'm telling you. So we break the street. And you hear people really actively wanting more. You understand? Is at least the most positive thing could be said right now. You know, I got mixed reviews, but mostly positive. That's the kind of scheme we're in right now.
Well,
So all
the
I'm
other thing
telling
as
you,
well.
Culturama next year is a make or break for Culturama. You know?
I
If
agree.
Culturama next year ain't develop, ain't deliver 51, 52, 50, whoa, I am ahead.
And the thing about it, you know, I got the greatest show for them that could save culture, you know, but I can't give it to them for free. You know how it operate. I got the greatest show. I got the greatest show in mind, but you know, they got to pay for it.
Here what really need to happen, right? We need to aggressively write the letter to the Minister of Culture, and we need to just like listen. We got ideas, and you not got to
Yeah.
take none, but whatever you take, we just attach a number to the idea. How we said
Well,
we are intellectual property. We
here's
we
another thing.
licensing and so. Yeah.
Here's another thing I want anybody in the culture office to understand. And Antigua at the close of their carnival this year announced a carnival for next year. So we don't behind Antigua. St. Vincent already start coming out the gate for next year as well. We got to come out the gate early. Because if this thing we're doing, we're waiting until after music festival launch, or it's going to be a dud, or we're going to be dead, or we're going to be stuck in muddy water. So they better come out early.
Okay. Well, this is an idea what I could give because it don't happen as to how I would have executed my launch for Culturama 50. I would have done had my logo and all of that. I would have done had something to unveil for you to at least. They've gone a subtle route and at least the slogan competition is okay. So if you have a
You should got
slogan, you can already enter the slogan.
you should got you should got 50 days of culture.
I see that there are gonna be 50 events. I cannot imagine 50 events for
I can't
Culturama.
imagine 50 events for you.
But I hear there are gonna be 50 events. They say whoever win the slogan competition is gonna win tickets to all 50 events.
And and here's
Emoji
the other
boat
thing.
is coming back too.
Emoji boat will be back. Here's the other thing as well, right? I feel really and truly, realistically, they only have one other opportunity to launch that could be impactful. There's
Which is
only
it?
one other.
Carnival? At
They
the
have
end Carnival?
no
What?
carnival.
Speak to me.
No, they got to launch. They'd have to launch on independence. That's the only other thing that could be impactful. And listen, no, you talk about carnival. Everybody know Culturama is next year. So what everybody need to start doing is if you're gonna book international artists, you need to start book them from now. Because
Don't let
Antigua
me
gonna start.
don't let
Well,
music fest beat you.
don't let music first drop the
Don't let
flyer before
music
you get
fest
there.
beat you.
Don't let music first
Whoever
drop the flyer before you.
whoever you want to book them now.
You got to
I'm
come
telling
out
you.
early. So if you want to try to get Marshall, you better try your money to Marshall now. You want to try to get that shot. Whatever you're gonna do, you got to do it early. Because everybody competing with the same set of people. I mean, if I realize, yeah, I realize, say Martin launch a festival this year weekend or Culturama weekend though,
I
called
didn't know.
Oliche or something. It's called
I
Oliche, yeah, called Oliche or something like that. Yeah, they had Marshall this year. And remember, at the same time, Anguilla got a carnival going on, and St. Martin said, no, we want to leave it at this too. There's a lot of competition.
Yeah.
So, so.
And Anguilla down the boasting say they have NBA players down there. Them man building some kind of court down there. So that when them man come in, they could do.
They could, they could practice.
It's not gonna be one day camps.
It's like, but it's
It,
also it's also going to
it's
be like
not.
a training facility.
It ain't gonna be a one day camp with a photo up. It's gonna be like them are really down there. Them are
Yeah,
like Angola apparently.
yeah, and so these are things that they need to start looking into because the competition is real and the competition stiff. You know,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I've been on talk about Antigua long time. That already reached
and
Antigua don't launch.
Antigua done launch,
Antigua don't
and,
laying over this carnival next year.
Antigua done launch. You know, so this that's another thing that need to pay attention to. Another thing about culture, road match. Look at this song. From what I understand, this song was released in the middle of Culturama in road match. That don't make no sense to me.
Why?
That don't make no sense to me.
Why?
How?
If
So
if
you
this song pass all the judging criteria, you want me tell you why they happen?
um
True, we have been saying that there's such a analog mentality. The man decide this year they ain't going off a radio play. Understand? They're going off of streams and YouTube and them thing, and they work out who is the most popular. Because everybody went along jam anyway. So what your argument?
the judging points are in town. So if I in town, for example, Addis didn't have a big crowd. So Addis was able to make it wrong to add the judging points multiple times when Cole only come down the hill. Because Cole only went wrong tongue once, eh? So you can't make it so you cannot make it to add the judging points enough time to beat Addis.
Well, I
Because
hear
remember
I
there's no judging point coming down from country though. Add the judging points in town.
well listen, what I would have told somebody they create something whereby there are floating judges as well. So I wanna believe who does get special attention.
So again, so if you have
You
Roman
feel like
judges, if you got Roman judges and you got judges are moving around, if they got a country, that's a problem. Then you cheat anybody into. So what's going on? Because if Addison not going up,
so
if Addison not going country, then they can't hit the judge them.
Just no choices on.
so
Mm.
so tell me something. The base road match based on the crowd right now.
I think that's a factor.
No, the coach
Yeah.
should be a part
Okay,
of it. Coach
so
should be
the
a part
coach
of
should be a part of it. But
Mm.
now me look at the odds of it now. So when you go down Carnival, Sugar Band don't got the most people and never win a thing yet.
but they don't make it wrong to the judging points because the crowd too big for them.
Oh, but they don't got floating judge the same way too.
I
No,
don't know if Saint is the floating
no,
judge.
no, no. Everything in a SK Joan. You know, not float in a SK. Straight to the bottom of the water.
But you get what I'm saying though, right?
I feel you. I
Okay.
feel you. Yeah, yeah. I like the job there. I like the job there. Um, you got anything else, by road? What I would say is that, and it's just it ain't just road match. I think in the I forget for the soccer monarch,
Mm,
big up the greenhouse band. I think they work with all the persons who entered, help them write the
okay.
music, help them play the
Yeah.
music. It was a free event. Them man need to give them man their trophy for the work that he has been doing with them kids there. Um, but I've been not say boy,
Jazzy,
I tell her, yeah, I tell her I got a lot of big up on. You got a lot of people doing a lot of good things. Oh yeah,
P-Chicks.
there was a lot of different controversy with judging. I wasn't hearing a lot of them cheat. This was another thing about this culture, man. You know, had a lot of them cheat. Everybody was real. Everybody kind of realized, but okay. Actually. But you had in the Soca Monarch, I think 2 contestants tie, and you see that they tie and they had to come back and explain what happened to the tie. Justice for Pakis. Justice for my partner Overbat. My partner Overbat say he up to now he can't see no results from the judges. He gone in there and he wait for 2 hours and the results still cannot be
Yeah,
released.
yeah,
Um,
I saw that. I saw that.
yeah, so I with my partner with that. I would have seen also Easy and other members of ADC concerned about some things with judges and them type of things there. So those are just things that need to be straightened up, you know. It was an ongoing team. It wasn't from the crowd, but the participants didn't feel good about certain things how it didn't go. That's how I was seeing it on social media. Oh yeah, also the big up segment, big up Chavi Dan. You understand? Getting you got more links with Abby Premier than Abby. So I mean, he's a big up. Sink it sexy. You understand? So yeah, they. Reese, you ready to go up on Hobart's Beach? No, you have
Yeah,
anything to say?
let me talk about this Howard speech of it. So
Yeah,
first thing, right? Again, tongue shut down. Not one or two DJ playing, but we take most of the entertainment out of tongue and kind of force everybody to go that direction if you wanted to be a part of anything. You know, I ain't a supporter of that at all. I don't believe in shutting down tongue from the stupidness. Um, if people want to go Hobarts, let them go Hobarts, but don't force them that direction. So I disagree with that.
well, hold on
But
before you continue. Hold on before you continue. I gave the Honorable Alexis Jeffers an opportunity and I tuned into his show. And from what I'm hearing him say, it's the opposite way around. And he would have said that it would have started under NRP. And he said how it was is actually people used to go. I remember Hubbard's Beach used to be 12 to 12. Me think them and
12
me
to 12
have
until 12. 12 to 12
and
until 12, yeah.
all them thing there. And he said his position is Randy show should be moved to the Thursday before, like Wetfed and them things there. And there should be no competition for Herbert's Beach. You should clear the way for Herbert's Beach. What's your take?
You ever
They,
see
they
the
they
you
need
ever
to pay
see
for the land.
you ever see the video with the little child in the car seat in the back of the car say bullshit? Bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. You mean? But move run the show. The biggest show that you had this year you will move? No, don't move run the show. I feel that the people want to
We're
go
not
Hogwarts, they
saying
want to go Hogwarts, regardless.
we're not saying we're not saying to move Herbert's Beach either. We're saying not to force people to go
Not
over
yeah.
there. If people want to go over there, they go over there.
It's just like if I have to call drama, if
It's
I have to
it's
jubilate come July now,
Culturama.
it's
Action.
insane.
Let
Action
everybody let
man, too.
everybody go. Listen, action could stay in tongue for people, especially from people from Sinkits because they know for sure they close the terminal.
That again is true.
It was also stated that the purpose of the Herbert's Beach affair, the real purpose, is so that the people of St. James's could be a part of Culturama and also that vendors, specifically from St. James's, can make money.
Alright, so listen, Nevis is only 36 kilometers.
Mm-hmm.
There's no place that is far to go. So if culture drama don't come to you, you can't come to Tongasel. So somebody from St. James can't come to Tongasel. I mean,
They want to be on the turf race.
so So I'm telling everybody else. I'm just saying Thomas's. I'm just saying John's. Why telling me?
But, they're gonna keep they just keep something in a knee pack, so St. Thomas is get to do.
Talking stupidness.
For me,
Mm.
Tanya, you're waiting for the RG. I want me look for the RG post, no?
Go look for it.
Okay.
Look for it.
Alright.
But the thing about it is, don't force people to go. Don't force people to go over there. And like you said, Jason, people from St. Kitts will come up. Some of them not even gonna ready to go over there. Got something in tongue for the people. There. Got something going. You don't have to force everybody to go one direction. If you don't want to go over there, you don't want to go over there. You want to stay in tongue.
And if me go out there from Juve, you know me they know they go to go lay down.
And that's another thing. You're forcing people to drive over there after Drew man when everybody drinking.
Who police will do stop and search.
Listen,
So
that's my major problem with over there. You know. Like what I'm saying is, and the premier is able to put things in context every time it come to smoking, but he unable to see the logistics of this. Now, ladies and gentlemen, when it comes to Culturama, right? And if you're a serious limer, and you do the kind of liming what Alan does do, or the kind of liming what people does want to do, from Thursday is a problem. You're liming straight till the morning, you walk, you will lime again Friday, until broad morning, you take a little fresh up, you got food for you lime again
no
all
no
night.
no no no
Right?
Alan not saying again, you know? Because after you done like Friday night, you're gonna try one way a barber shop and you're gonna try one again here, then you're gonna try it here one something, you know. So then I'm gonna sleep in there for that Saturday morning and you want go food for you and you know for a fact you want go Queens, yo. And then Sunday now again, you might want to go drag race if you want to go drag race. Yeah, you don't really got much sleep in there.
When you're really liming, when you're really banging for the culture, and especially the kind of culture what Culturama 50 gonna be, when there's bodies on deck, you going places.
And not
When you don't do all of the liming there, you still got Juve man in.
but you know
If
what's another
Juve
problem too? You
got
know what's another problem too? A lot of people gonna be coming in rented vehicles who ain't driving these roads in a long time. A lot of people coming from America who are accustomed to drive on the right hand side, or they got drive on the left hand side. They're accustomed to the steering wheel to be on the left, the steering wheel on the right. Yo, what are we really doing? And we're not going to learn until somebody die. And it's
well,
sad.
me not even reach there yet. You don't learn. Here where Jaguars there. Remember Jaguars, you go drive all the way over on the river, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And all of the driving what you're doing, by the way, if you're responsible, you're lightly intoxicated at the very least.
And
You know,
even if you're responsible, the person behind you and the person coming towards you probably not as
you know,
responsible as you are.
you have no idea
Yeah,
what is taking place.
yeah.
You're going from New River, you're going back in a town, you're going to Lime again, you're going back a country over the long jam in the hot sun. And after all of this, days old, 96 hours me don't spend a Lime, you know what I want me do? By Labby Castle again. And I don't have a problem with Hobart Beach conceptually, you know. I don't want Hobart Beach, go jump off little penis. And me talk about me there in Hamilton and me drive down a Hobart Beach because Hobart Beach so nice and me go man. You check Hobart Beach is a nice place. Look at the north of the island. Good vibes. But I just talking about when me do them thing that when me fresh. Me able. You got time when things going on, me reach over there. But after all of them lime in there, it hard to reach
Now
over there.
look at what Loretta said. She can't drive home. She forget what side to be on. And Loretta there demons multiple times a year. Imagine
Yeah.
somebody who not come over 5, 10 years. Somebody who made that left school and left demons in high school and never drive and come back. Yo, it's a problem, man.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
It's a problem.
I see the gold standard lines this year. 12 was this year was before 12 p.m. Previous year they went till 5 to 6 p.m. Do y'all have any more Culturama takes? Cause I'm
Yeah,
done with
they should have
Culturama.
they should have cleaned up
By
the beach. They should have cleaned up the beach. They should have never allowed a video to come out about the beach being dirty. They should have cleaned up the beach.
listen, you gotta remember, Chronics is a problem, and we're gonna get to Chronics. Remind me, I need to get back to Chronics, but Chronics, oh my God, Chronics is a problem.
Marco catch
Marco,
it
you
by
got
Marco catch it late.
Marco, I say you got today. Marco, I say you got today, Marco.
Yeah, you know. Um,
Um, so I say I got anything else on Culturama?
no,
We
we're
have
not
more.
gonna.
We got it. We got the next music topic. Jason, I don't know if you reviewed the clip. Reese, I don't know if you reviewed the clip. Whether or
The
not you
one with
reviewed it,
the one
I'm
with
gonna
Joe Budden where he
describe it.
say the song of the
Yeah,
summer.
I'm gonna describe it for the audience nonetheless. Um, Byron Messiah was in the news. You know what I'm saying? Well, at least in my news, he reached into my world because I listen to Joe Budden, and Joe Budden was speaking about Byron Messiah's song Taliban, and he was saying that that was the song of the summer in New York. And in the brief piece of time I was in New York, I must tell you, I was there. I tell her about this Harry Potter place, and a man come down the road and a Taliban's here run up and down the road. New York would have put up a poster bigging up this song. And Joe Budden was saying that he liked the song, but the problem is now, he gone and he did a remix with Burna Boy, and the song is gonna be on Burna Boy's album, which I think is gonna be dropping this week or next week. And Joe was saying, "Yo, you don't give away the heat, you know. Especially yo, well, unless you got more like that, like number one song more. If you got more heat, you go give away the heat. But he ain't like the fact that Byron Messiah gone and basically gonna give his song to Burna Boy. So especially you, Jason, I want to know what you think about what's going on with Byron Messiah and this Burna Boy situation.
Um, I think it goes both ways from the angle, in my opinion, because at first when we heard about the Burna Boy situation, we was like, yo, I think he should take the half of the end because guess what? He gonna get familiar with the Afro people, which is people who is from Africa and all that type of stuff there. You know what I mean? So he just open up the margin now. So guess what? He maybe give away the heat, right? But that's an open portal for he to capitalize on now. So it's time to get more heat. That's all.
Mm-hmm. So you know, see no problem getting on with the heat.
But you just got to get more heat now.
Okay,
The
okay.
problem is if you got just one heat and everything gone to one man. But if you give it that, you know what I mean, you better have more.
Gigi, and to respond to the comment there, what Gigi is saying, because Joe Budden position was when you linking up with an artist who is one of the biggest artists in the world, and especially when you are Gihi the song, that song there, when me go up on Spotify or when a regular person go up on Spotify, is more likely that they go to the Burna Boy one, than to yours, which is the original. It don't have the features was so big that when you see the feature, people just end up on this side by I just going to the big artists like Drake or whoever verse. Rather than
Nah,
listening to the person who sang it.
all right. I want to chime in now.
Got it.
Joe Budden Joe Budden is talking from a bitter perspective, right? Because Joe Budden had pump it up, and Joe Budden dropped the ball to pump it up. That is
Okay.
where Joe Budden is coming from. But here's where Byron Messiah has won and is going to win for a long time. Because his song is going to be on Burna Boy's album, he is going to be collecting royalties from Burna Boy album. You're talking about a man that's going to go platinum 3-4 times in Africa alone. You're going to collect from
Well,
that.
well, we can't make that assumption. Understanding one of the reasons why I
If the
feel like
business is done correctly. If the business is done correctly. That's what I was
one
saying.
of
If
the
it's done correctly.
one of the reasons why I feel like he gave Burna Boy this song is because he couldn't pay for the featuring. You see the change. You see the change of Byron Messiah got? Them
Yeah,
days
but,
Burna
yeah,
Boy,
okay.
them days Burna Boy feature change. No, maybe a couple of years
So,
later, but he ain't got Burna Boy feature money right now.
so here's the thing. We don't know what the business is, right?
Exactly.
We don't know the business, and I think that's why we're gonna speculate. We don't know the business because remember, man, don't jump on songs just because this song hot, you know.
Definitely.
People don't jump. People don't jump on songs not because you know. You look at man like Diddy who been around a lot of big artists. Diddy don't go around people just because they hot. You know, the man that stand next to the flame. So Burna might look at it and say, well, I ain't got no, my last album out. I ain't got nothing right now out. I could jump on this and keep my wave going. Cause remember Burna Boy run last summer, you know, with last.
Mm-hmm.
So if he come again this one now, he join with Taliban. There's really 2 summers that he's a major part of.
Definitely.
But
Yeah.
but most of the songs that were going to be featured on Burna Boy album is most likely remix.
Well,
Well,
remember,
man, no details about the album.
No, but
well,
the songs that were really, because remember the songs that were releasing gradually, all of them are gonna be upon the album eventually, you know. Like On Top of the World, that's a Brandy song, you know. That come off a Brandy song, you know. All,
Okay.
all like last year, last come off of Tony Braxton, you know.
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah, if you listen, Tony Braxton, yeah,
last
it come
was a
off of Tony
sample.
Braxton, Not Man Enough for Me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. I could hear that. I could hear that.
last
I could
last
hear that.
last
Yeah,
is a sample.
Yeah.
Yeah, on top of the world is a sample. So
yeah.
you're right as well. Yeah. So,
So,
but again, it's also the points that Byron must say and collect. We don't. I think the business part of it is what we don't know, and I'm hoping that he has his business correct and he did stuff the right way, and he take advantage of.
but, Liz, but sometimes you just sacrifice one to get all, you know.
That's true too. They say Puffy sacrificed Biggie.
Boy, I believe Culturama and I've been on the with Cleo and RG, you know. Cleo says she's looking forward to a RG at Culturama 50. Y'all have any thoughts on the RG?
What?
You know, been hear about that, there, Jason?
What you say?
Boy, watch out, man. Boy, I looking for the post. I can't watch it. I can't even find it now. Me no know if me get an honorable
No,
back.
I think the post was deleted, but
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
What?
was so I
Yeah,
was
yeah, yeah.
hoping that I was hoping I
Yes.
was going to skip
Yeah, yeah,
over.
yeah, yeah. The spell check wasn't working. The spell check wasn't working. Jason. So she
Nobody
looking
screenshot
for
that?
yo, how you mean?
Hey,
That there man. That in a you phone now.
hey, the problem ain't even that. Yeah, the problem is that when you see the word RG, you can't really tell. You can't really tell what she really was trying to use here. You can't tell what she was trying to say. It's a problem. It's a problem. It's a problem.
Maybe I'll give
It's a
my
problem.
me 50. That is slogan.
No, no, no. Okay. What you really and truly, I didn't even know. She have a even more popular. So I need to give her popular credit because she got nearly 2K followers on the Honorable Cleon Stapleton Simmons. So here is the post, Jason. Think it's a Navy's flag, of course, because she's dripping in patriotism. Close the curtains on Culturama 49, and she put up a star. Getting ready for the big 50, and she put up she congratulations and the high five emoji. I wish to extend heartiest congratulations to the Culturama 49
I'm this
committee and
guy.
subcommittees for hosting a wonderful Culturama 2023. Congratulations to all the winners and participants of the respective shows and contests. I had the distinct honor and privilege of being outside and enjoying some of the activities. Check. I take this opportunity to wish all those who were injured during the Juve morning accident a speedy recovery. I am certainly looking forward to next year when we celebrate 50 years of culture, fun, mass, and the orgy for Culturama 50. So maybe RG ran with 50 too. Maybe that was it. Maybe that was the angle. But it's RG. So she's looking
Hold on.
forward to she's
Oh,
celebrating.
hold on. Is that
Yeah,
her submission to the slogan competition? RG for
it might be.
50?
I
I
would
like that.
say it's number one
I,
so far.
I like that.
I'm gonna yeah.
I see somebody said she just like to see people hear she naming people mouth. I don't know what we talking about. I just hear mouth and RG. Yo. Yo. Hey, so wrong with I, man. So wrong with I, for real, for real, for real.
But, listen, I just see that Chavi done whining on the live.
Hey, message
Uh,
Aaron. I tell Aaron send the man a link.
yeah. Yeah, man, Mr. Don, I hope you were not offended. It was a big up. I be just big up people and get word for the big up them
What me
sometimes.
one in on the live?
He may have something to say.
What me right now?
That's why taking place. And we was going to shift on politics. So maybe he could have tell us in. We could have get a first hand view of the convention from Mr. Dan.
So you somebody send me a link already?
A message has been sent. Hopefully something happen. We'll see what is taking place.
Audrey
Um.
for party. 50.
Okay. Okay, gentlemen. We're going into the politics segment of the show. And really and truly, kind of got a lot. Me not hold you down. No. If you got to expand, you gotta get something off. You just go ahead, get it off. Um. Where do I want to start? But listen, this is not even political. This is social. You see the crime that is taking place in the country. Two rams get robbed in one night. I saw a lady ease down a aisle when a shopkeeper was held at gunpoint. I saw it laugh. Is how she reached down there. I saw it laugh. I hope the lady is alright. I hear a man. He was driving in his car. Foreman pull him over. I am concerned to be home. I hope you don't spill over to Nevis. Whatever you're doing, Mr. Premier, keep on doing it. No crime in Nevis. I'm not hearing any crime in Nevis. You keep on going, brother. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just concerned, man. I hope Sinkits y'all get it together. Get it together. May I tell myself maybe it's just the heat. I need some rain no fall. I don't know if I got anything on the crime. I just wanted to say I'm concerned.
Um, yeah, the crime is a problem. The crime numbers on the upswing, and the peace program should have never been stopped. And I think that's my view on it.
Oh
I
my
think the
God.
police doing. I believe the police doing the wrong set of things then for the wrong reason.
Mm.
Um,
The
I
police
see your
them.
face.
It seems like the police
Right.
them in St. Kitts Nevis not gonna fucking education.
Um, Miss Dr. Joe trained them. So what education they don't have, I trust Dr. Joe. Dr. Joe gonna give them the education. Um, by I got to reach back in a culture and make a one comment. There was a young lady by the name of Yannick Kirby Diva. Don't know if I'm pronouncing her first name properly.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Uh huh.
Oh my God, she looked good. I watched she good to really ascertain, and she's on the scale of she's a good looking woman. She's a good looking, beautiful woman. You understand what I'm saying? She's phenomenal. She hosted the Wet Fest, and just like the Mango Fest, when a Jamaican was brought in, I'm not prejudiced against Jamaica. I love Jamaica. Going soon, hopefully. I just looked at her Instagram, one post about the Wet Fest. She don't even like she's like legitimately a beautiful woman, and she don't even get no likes on she post. I wanna know what really going on. But I don't see what is the benefit of doing these things. Sorry to get back into that. But me not understand. They would, if anything, pay me partner with us. Pay DJ with us. But I don't see. But and if we're gonna go and just invite Instagram models to be hosting Culturama shows, I would like to have some input with the Culturama committee. I think I can steer you all in the right directions. So, eat me all of that. I'm with it. Um, listen, I don't know if I does listen, tell me and on the map, but gentlemen, they fighting it. I I does listen to them, right? And I does like sometimes we just swear when we feel like we got to be making a point. But as far as what we say and the criticisms that we have, boy, I've been a name call and so like these people. I would like to say to on the mark and tell me. I feel like I need to slow down on the discourse. Why? I don't listen to that man.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, me blow for blow
La,
and licks for licks.
but last week Wednesday especially, and I would also like to say this is just in general. Me no want to get involved in a fight, and me not get involved in a fight. Um, please, none of the other shows them. I beg I know trouble I be sure. You got people way behind and want to play with. You see, I like a Shelly. It don't make no sense. If Shelly start to tell you wrong, you just tell Shelly, what need to do to be right, and you move over Shelly way. I like a Jason China Wallen. It don't make no sense. Trouble Jason. So I beg I. If you like entertainment, I could listen, tell me, and them can me tell you them two should have fight right now. And I feel like I kind of childish. I need to bring it back, especially when we're looking at how hype the country be right now. Relax yourself, man. Be a better example to Abby. Cause Abby only a boss bad with it. And Abby don't tell people, see the TVMA a circle up there in the corner. And Abby not even swear for the whole show. It's only when Abby got to tell, are you a choppiness? So let me bust my first one. Tell me, and on the map, I doing fuck. So cool out. You understand? Let we have productive discourse, man. I offer you to show. Ain't make no sense. I don't like the energy that is being exuded. That's my humble estimation.
Def Jam fight for Nevis.
CCM convention. on Sunday. Did any of you watch the convention?
I saw clips of the Hollowness.
Oh, I saw bits and pieces. I saw a lot of cheers.
Okay.
I saw a lot of cheers.
Um, even before,
Some the cheer them in
Chef,
wet, man.
wait there. Who Chef said don't call him? Now me sure tell don't call him. Cause them a call him. No? If you listen on the Mark, Mark gonna tell you the man what the one who does go passion food, and then he gonna call me father Buster. I forget what Tulu be. And then the last episode, my father said, boy, but don't play me. But I tell you, me just listen to me. I said, boy, I'm hot. Yeah, I'm hot. For real, for
Hey,
real. I telling you. But they're still kind of civilized hot. But I'm saying, no, man, I got hold on, pan all of them tension, man. In my estimation.
In my
the man make me
estimation.
laugh, man. The man make me laugh. The man make me laugh.
In your estimation?
I just wrong with you. But for real, the man make me laugh, man. The man go back and forth, and sometimes you don't think you just going too far, man. You just done with that.
Boy, remember, remember, right? Whatever them a do, right? You know what I mean? Let me just keep your composure for that
But
until such time.
you know the problem is though. I don't tell the people that this side of the time. We don't watch the back and forth, right? And a lot of people they get invested in this back and forth. But them man, they bread butter, you know, a lot of poor people out there who bread no butter a pig side, they better cool out.
I would like to
Or
say though that if there is to be a fight, they should do a fight for charity. You know what I'm saying? They could do like a 3 rounds in a boxing ring. Yeah, I do it for charity, but I need to cut out. But I need to slow down. I do not want to be the most mature one in the room. Okay, y'all
whoever whoever win
give me some
whoever
time.
win whoever win get the contract will finish the hospital.
But it should be.
But this is a
Um,
serious start.
Even before me getting into actually the convention, I ain't really gonna spend a lot of time on the convention because if the concerned citizens movement is don't care about the convention, why should I?
Why should I?
Um, I have been saying for a while now that NEPA, even before we get to the convention, everybody was in there fanning. Part of the reason why people was in there dying. It once again I'm telling you, I just be checking the weather in Nevis as me I check it in Orlando, and it's regularly 105 kind of degrees. And when you're gonna put it inside of the now, it gonna quickly get up to in the 110s kind of thing. We
But
got to
Alan,
fix we got to fix the AC in NEPAC, please.
why? Maybe they're gonna blame NRP, because they go say the NRP administration did this and do that now, and they're utilizing the building now. But the place has a high roof, so there's no way so much heat should be building up in there.
I was told that the problem is he got electrical problem down there, and it's an electrical problem that has been down there since NRP time. Nobody wants to pay the money to fix it.
Mm,
Mm.
So
mm. That's
if
a
that's the
problem.
case, you want to continue to have events where people just in there, whew, and you're gonna speed up on this stage. Just say, "Are you weary? Are you tired, boy? I make some fix the air conditioning."
But Alan, but so much ways to skin a cat. You send everybody a college or this and that. You send majority of people who study agriculture. You know, send somebody in a public works who study electrical.
Bye. A man in a public works where I do electrical, what shouldn't be in a, they not even want to be in a public works. Cause then could do electrical, but bye. If you want me build a cabinet, let me go build the cabinet then.
They're gonna give me buy the work and they're gonna give me buy when normally got the VIP. The workman, the electrician when normally get the VIP.
Boy, you're gonna keep her from my uncle, you know. You're gonna keep her from your uncle.
Me not calling him, you know. Are your uncle?
Yeah, I'm my father, brother.
Are you mean your uncle? You mean your uncle?
I'm my father, brother.
That
I'm my
make me
So,
start to
brother.
laugh with this.
so what me do not the hustle? That what you're trying to say?
No, listen. Anyway, let me move. Let me move on.
It seems like I'm not the hustle.
And oh yeah. So as I was saying, cause I really ready to done with the CCM convention. I tune into the convention. I'm thinking at the very least, I'm gonna know who the new officers are. I have no idea who are the new officers. I tune into Let's Talk Tonight. I said, bye, maybe Spencer gonna give me something. Spencer congratulate Zoop and Mark and everybody else. Get a thank you. Thank you for coming. All right then. If I
So,
ain't okay, if I ain't okay, me not can either. Fair enough.
so I actually felt that that was weird. 'Cause, usually after the convention, you see a big post, or you see a picture,
Yeah.
you don't see nothing. I kind of felt that that was kind of weird. I think the only picture I saw is some young lady is public relations for the youth arm or something. So
Yep,
I think that
that's
was
the
the
only
only
picture
that
I
was the
saw.
only yeah, I think that was the only post I saw, and I felt that that was kind of weird. Unless they didn't change anything and they kept everything the same. And if they kept everything the same, I think they should have probably put that out.
Yes, big up the young lady Brianna. Yeah, she mother does treat me good. So, you know, hope you all are well.
That's fucking body in a
Um
politics somewhere, guys.
boy, take it easy. Take it easy enough. Um I
But
reach I reach I reach back. As me say, if I had anything else for the CCM convention, I let me know. No. I think I would have
Nothing but
been hard. I think I would have been hard on the NRP one talking about like the tone of it. You know what I'm saying? Um I convinced that even when CCM in power, CCM in opposition. Just from the tone. You understand? So it was similar to the tone when I get from NRP. And then not even tell me who the executive be. Me just kinda not care. Them not care. What did y'all think of the premier's attendance for Culturama this year?
but but I mean, like, think I see what any. Well, I don't know if he attended any events, but he like to take picture. I mean, he's in a picture.
Mhm.
the
Me see the
premier,
Gucci shoes.
the premier friend flying. So I expect.
Bye, Jason. Bye, 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 Jason. Bye, bye, Jason. Bye.
Flying pan boat are playing, I wonder. But anyway, um, I me just already read that one your shot again. It seems confusing to the general public, Mr. Premier, when you make a statement, for example, like, I never miss a music festival. You understand? But then you're going to say, well, I didn't go to Culturama this year because I'm resting up for the big second half of the year that we have coming up. It's so confusing. It's so confusing when you're going to tell me, as a member of the general public, man, you need to come, you need to participate. But you who I'm resting for the big second half of the year, what going on?
Home in a rich house.
It, 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 it's,
Yeah,
it's very confusing to the general public. Well, not
Well, it got to be
really.
confusing to the general. It got to
Because
be confusing to the general public, you know.
The general tone is always do as I say, not as I do.
Oh.
But that one there, nah, hold up. Generally, you, me just tell her what going on, and I just say, me too early. But anyway, that's not holding up at this particular moment in time. You got to be the change that you want us to see. You can't be disappointed how Juve Mane look and you can't make it on the road. Any of the shows.
I got my friend then coming from Taiwan.
Boy, Jason,
Yo.
Jason, come on the screen. Let people see your face. Shh.
Um,
Hey,
bye.
they say you're at
I,
Panorama, but
I hear government ministers, at least in the federal government, supposed to get an 85% pay increase. Y'all have any thoughts on this?
What?
I think that the reasoning, Jesse, remember we had a conversation and I was telling you, I wonder if politicians should make more money so that they don't bow to corruption. Well, the same logic I was using is the same logic that the AG put forward to justify a reason why a 85% increase. He also said he need money to like pay the bills and so. The man has struggle.
um,
So the
uh,
85% gonna come in.
so I can tell you something, right, Alan? And this is
Mm-hmm.
how I look at money. The more money you make, the more money you want. Eh?
Yeah.
Like you never hear Bill Gates say, "Okay, I don't want any more money," and Jeff Bezos and the money say, "Yo, I don't want no more money." They still want more money. So making more money don't mean that you're not going to bow to corruption. It
But you
just
know
means
what
you
make
got
it
more money.
harder?
No, it means you got more
You,
money to pay out for liars for corruption.
I feel like in order to make the public feel a little safer, I feel like the AG gonna also need to talk about how we are gonna be able to police it better. You understand? And I feel like rather than marching down and dropping off your report at the Integrity in Public Life office, when you drop off the letter, singles and news people need to see our assets. I'll be see. So that I could see from year to year. Because I'm not really going to know what's going on. I don't give somebody who know what's going on who could read it and tell me, well, okay, this is what is taking place.
But let me ask you a question, Alan. Roughly how much them and them, like, not you the prime minister, but roughly just a regular minister. How much a regular minister would make roughly monthly?
I think in the region of 10.
Okay, so if you do 10 and you do 85, you do an 85% increase. That's a $8,500 increase. So you
Yeah, I
tell them
think about
you're gonna have individuals in the you're gonna have individuals taking home 18,000,
mm,
18,500.
no,
We'll multiply
20 something.
we'll multiply that. Them are making over $220,000
Yeah,
a year.
yeah, yeah,
Oh, cool.
indeed. But all I'm saying is, if that go up, then there should be mechanisms in place to detect political corruption, and there should also be mechanisms that say, I like how them say the other day, Dr. Ju said, you know what we're gonna do to stop the gun crime? We're gonna add on 5 years. When them man add on the 85% increase, them man should add on some years on the corruption. You understand? Because it get bigger. It get so if they're saying now that this is gonna alleviate the problem, if you got any problem going forward, you should really fear something, in my estimation.
But me no know they had a money problem.
No, they said they they're trying to alleviate the money problem.
Or them money problem, not
Yeah.
nobody else.
And oh yeah, and also they say is um team unity is who would recommend the increase. So they just carry they're just going through with it. That's one of the things.
Oh,
That's one of the things from team unity that they agree with. That need to move
oh,
forward.
to the 85% after
Yes,
carry up a regular amount to 5%.
at 10%, I think they get the civil service. But remember, the premier give 15.
When?
Next year January. Next year January gonna be the 15.
Oh, so you basically hold back the rest who try file in for the budget this year?
Boy, the man said we're making big dollars this year. The premier telling me some amazing things. According to him, like we up everywhere. And last year was a big year. Last year, I think the revenue was 214 million or something like so. And he said we up everywhere. And it's only getting
Yeah,
better. Everything is better. Everything is always getting better.
yeah. And the
Yeah.
CCM truck this year behind the truck behind the long jam.
Where you been there in front?
You should have there.
Um,
Cause last year had more
um,
things to give away.
we're gonna start a kind of little new segment. And me not know why it be this about name if you gonna name how this is not news, why this is not news. But it does got some things what happen. I like how when the man run across the runway and I
Yeah.
can't hear nothing about it. Nobody tell her nothing about it. The man just run across the runway. Cool. Um, the Treasury building is an important building, right, Jason?
Yes. It just built.
After Culturama, I am told that the Treasury building was closed Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. I think it
Due
would
to
have
what?
opened back. I think they're spraying there.
The building was fumigated. They had some kind of pest infestation.
Hmm.
Wow.
And you know they had time over the Culturama to really walk up. They had music and all, so they really been in there walk up. So the Treasury building was closed for those 3 days. And this is one of them things again. Nobody here now. Yeah, no, right now. Treasury building just closed.
Yeah,
3 days.
infestation or what?
I do not know what I don't know if it's bed bugs. I don't know. All we know
We
is an
want to know what it
infestation.
infested with.
I don't want to believe it's an infestation of mole again. But I feel like there was also some kind of confusion too. Because I don't think the workers knew what was going on.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I mean, I know. I don't know. I don't know exactly what was taking place. But as I'm saying, I don't feel like the treasury is supposed to be closed and you're not hear nothing. Just like us all.
Mm-mm.
You're gonna walk and you don't know if you're going in the building and them kind of scheme there. And then and then
Mm-mm.
and then you get something on your phone. All right, head home. See you next week. Them kind
So
of
that
ways.
means
Yeah.
next week I'll be going to hear Social Security building a mall too.
No. The premier down a social security building that I could never dirty boy. You check.
Okay.
The light alone will bounce off the premier. I purify everything down there. What you talking? What you talking about? What you talking about? Um oh yeah. Um I don't know if y'all saw the accident. There was an accident in Stony Grove. There was an accident in Stony Grove.
That's that's
I'm
that's
not
the
sure.
that's the video that came out with the car that slammed into the pole.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
for some reason, the car was transported to the Gingerland police station. I do not know why the car was transported to the Gingerland police station. Remember, I tell you the accident occurred as far as I'm aware in Stony Grove. Well, I saw tonight that the vehicle burnt up in the police station yard. And them man don't know what happened because up there not gonna CCTV. The command center not link up the CCTV to the Gingerland police station. They say the car was mysteriously burnt up. Y'all have any thoughts?
Who gonna pay?
Insurance?
That's it.
Yeah. I sure the man had fire insurance for the car. Everybody doesn't get fire insurance for the car.
So if me left you with me car and me car burn up, insurance gonna deal with it still?
If your car spontaneously combust, what make you not tell me that your car was a sketch fire? How me know you give me a paper car? Next time you give me a car, give me a metal car. A metal car, me got them and give the people on them a paper car. Oh,
Okay.
Tanya saying it look like it's a different accident. But okay, so let me say this straight. Let me start to apologize right now. Okay, it is alleged that a vehicle burned up in the yard of the Gingerland police station, and I would like to know what's going on with the CCTV. We would like to know if the command center could see anything past the roundabout. Can the command center see anything beyond the roundabout and TDC? We would like one of them two things there. Let's move on.
Nope.
Okay, you got something somebody saying now, this from the Mervyn Hanley show.
Yeah.
Nevis. I am now hearing, and he add parentheses, and when I say here, it's more than here, and it ends parentheses, that back in late 2022, open parentheses again, just before the local election in December, close parentheses again, a minister authorized payment of 1.3 million for one man to clean down some acres of land. $1,300,000. One man. Now you know what is so burning about this. The government, especially lands and housing, has equipment to do the job. So why not get your own equipment for free to do the job? And even if you wanted to help out people in the community, you will give the job to one man to clean 65 acres of land. But we know why, don't we? Civil servants can't get increases, but we find money for shady deals. I thought it was more than that. Y'all have any takes on that? I don't really have anything on that.
Which land you talk about?
I don't know. All I
Yeah,
know
that
is all I know is a 65 acres. There was no indication of where it
So
is.
so last time was 80 acres, now they got gone for 65? Make it 69 and done, man.
but who is the one man to get the 1.3 million?
Yeah, none of that was indicated. Sparse on the details. As I said, as I was reading, I was like, "What is this, man?"
Yeah, I like to deal with things that got all the information. If you tell me 65 acres of Hamilton was cleared by Jason, then I know Jason get 1.3 million to clear land of Hamilton. I need all the information.
Um,
And he don't even put it in a how me don't put it in a me post. You know what I mean? Some subliminals, you know?
Yeah, you got to put something in there that I could figure what going on. No.
um, I want to touch a little piece of think it's politics because you're gonna help me reach my this. Um, could recall, man, last year after that federal election, I came on here and I told y'all, man, Labor love to take pictures, man. Woo, these people love themselves. And I told y'all, I'm just gonna watch, see what's going on. Up to this afternoon, Ike would have said what he had to say about the Labour government on his show. And he didn't target anybody specifically. It was more of a structural thing. And his disappointment in the services rendered and the efficiency of the government. Um, you could tell me, like patches, you could tell me patches in your specific flavor where you wanna drink. But patches is doing a tremendous job in what he's doing. Patches got files na ass. Things what the government is not responding to that are pertinent to what going on right now. I feel like Labour could turn it around. Just like me feel like CCM that time. However, I will tell you something. Are you in Angot and a mountain I got to go climb go? Me not say I can't get out in there, but you're gonna have to want it. And I feel like y'all gonna have to you Labour people, I don't go adjust patches. Cause me try tell I what? Patches got files. No, in a similar way. We would have come on and we were spoken about the Hamilton Reserve Bank some months ago. I got another article about the Hamilton Reserve Bank. And I was wondering where this article is originating from. And ladies and gentlemen, there is a website dedicated to the destruction of the Hamilton Reserve Bank. They are contacting clients who have money in the bank and have not been able to get out their money since 2021. They are alleging that the financial services in Nevis has not received audited annual reports from last year or this year. Um, Nobody know what the status. You got other allegations with regards to FSRC. One of the things when me being got to lie with regards to Netanyahu, which I had like what partner had said. If somebody asks you to do something which ain't legit, sometimes we do it and we try to say, bye, we're gonna do the best what we could do. One of the next options, try tell them man you know how to do it. Try get out of there early. Um if the implications of what is on this website concerning the Hamilton Reserve Bank are to be believed, blacklist, graylist, I feel like I got problems going Canada. Oh my god. It's gonna be phenomenally bad. It's gonna destroy our ability to have correspondent banking. I can imagine if the only way you can move money is Western Union and you can't shift your money nowhere else, we ain't gonna access to the Swift accounts. Yeah, the Swift network and all them type of things there. Um, this is at the point, Mr. Premier. I hope whoever is taking notes. I want to deal with this Hamilton thing. I feel like the people need to start to ask questions for real about what's going on with this Hamilton thing. Because they're saying US state departments involved. We got major government. We got the IMF is involved because a bank in Nevis could change how them man structure Sri Lanka debt. The IMF. I watch a bank in a Nevis, ladies and gentlemen. There's a website set up to destroy this thing. So, Mr. Premier, I tell you, me not even say you know, but find out what going on out there with them people there. Because this is one of them things that could destroy you. For real, in my estimation, as I know. And you know why the Premier was resting during Culturama? The bank saga. No, it's not no saga. Premier, me not even gonna say no. Jason has said enough with regards to that.
Hey, something wrong with that, boy.
But listen,
I
as me
think
tell
I think
I'm here.
DPMS didn't send you the money.
I'm here looking at the thing now, and as I tell you, they got inquiries page and all this kind of thing. This Hamilton Reserve Bank situation is very serious. They even spoke about affiliated banks. Listen, this website got up pictures and Nevis people who are directors in foreign entities. They got the fact that the entities are no longer registered or recognized under the jurisdictions because they pose a threat to banking in the jurisdiction and globally. Mr. Premier, this would not be one where you can walk away from, in my estimation. You got a couple of angles to play it. For real. But it's very important in my well, I don't say my estimation too much. Y'all have anything
That's a
on
lot.
this bank? Hamilton Reserve?
Um, very well. I don't have anything on the bank, but what I will say is that it's something that we have to pay attention to because, like you say, it could blow up and get real big. So I think we have to pay attention to it because the outcome could be catastrophic for Nevis.
More than catastrophic. More than that. Because you see what be happen when you get paid to do a job and you feel like you're doing something great because you're getting paid and you ain't know the follow up behind it. Like for instance, MSR, you understand me? You're paying somebody for them to create an investment for themselves.
I hope MSR come back at some stage in time.
Come back
Mm-hmm. As in return.
when by the colonizers them done gone.
And they work with some happy people too.
And what they do, they left a monument,
They left a statue of the Premier.
OTI.
Them
They
man are
left
gonna
the
sell that
OTI.
then, no? Them man are gonna sell that then.
Them man gonna sell that to somebody back in a foreign again. You understand me? You see what the colonizers do? They take our money build structures, they take our labor build structures. Like for instance, Brimstone Hill and all these other fortresses, all these estates. Left back that before you well, look, someone of their grandson or whoever come back and try to reclaim.
Yeah, but sorry that I was looking at my phone to see if I have anything else. I don't think I have anything else, man. I think I'm
So
gonna go drink some
so big
coffee.
up the house Negroes them who traveling.
Bye. I would have traveled too. The check supposed to look sexy. Bye. No man, Tanya. Nobody don't milk the Premier. Even though it them big, nobody milks the Premier. You understand? Those titties are dry, Tanya. Anyway, I'm gonna tell you all good night before I talk any more bullshit. So good night to everybody out there. Thank you for joining us. To everybody who is joining us,
For sure.
who
And you
share the
could check out the
live.
article. You could check
Mm-hmm.
out the article if you want to, because we were saying it, you know what I mean? It's just the real way. It's too real.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if anybody need to find out anything further on this Hamilton Reserve Bank story, I've got all kind of articles on this story, man. So y'all can check it out. Yeah. Big up everybody will like
Yeah,
the
it's
show,
been
share the show. Oh yeah, I've been forget to say anybody who is in the New York area, our friend, I don't even know if is Alicia keeping the event, but there's gonna be an event in New York, September the 16th. So if you're in New York and you're close to that, vibes, you got Nevis people in the place. You go see what's going on.
yeah, man. Respect.
All right.
All right, bless.
My lover finally finished and you did it. Girl, you really showed me. Think with your heart, don't think with your body. Clever. Sorry, not sorry. Sorry, not Justin Timberlake, write me a river. Lately, I be having conversations with myself, cause I feel like I have nobody to talk to. I be having conversations with myself, cause I feel like I have nobody to turn to. Everything was green light, now we got the red. Could've had somebody else choose you instead. I be having conversations with myself, cause I feel like I have nobody to talk to. You tried to convince me it was all in my head, and I felt like it's that you was me instead. I wanted to rock with you, roll with you. Said you was my baby girl, then you left me too. Everything was kosher, perfect like a poster. Then I got word that you wanna leave a picture. Off with somebody else, off with the jerk. With the shame on me, I really thought that it could work. Off with somebody else, off with the loser. Shame on me, I really thought we had a. Lately I be having conversations with myself, cause I feel like I have nobody to talk to. I be having conversations with myself, cause I feel like I have nobody to turn to. Everything was green light, now we got the red. Could've had somebody else choose you instead. I be having conversations with myself, cause I feel like I have nobody to talk to. Everything was green light, now we got the red. Could've had somebody else chose you instead.